Hello. Welcome to Keddock Farms. We are in top form today with minor technical issues as always, but I think I've got them all sorted out here ahead of the stream. Hopefully y'all can hear me good tonight. I have not only been messing with my audio settings, I've had to completely set OBS back up from the ground up, OBS being the software I use for streaming. So it's been a crazy week. My PC was crashing at random over the last week here. I don't know why. It's a brand new PC. I shouldn't be having these kind of problems, but we've got it all sorted out, hopefully. And we're going to be jumping into some fun on the multiplayer community server tonight. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We've got quite a few people in here already. Sam, how you doing? Always good to see you. Living on a player. Always good to have the moderators in chat here. Trio Gaming, Reed, Ty, Colt, how you guys doing? All right, let me pop this open. Pleasant View Farms, good to see you, man. Tim, how you doing? We have, I didn't put on the game. Let's put on the game. I haven't been on the community server since my last live stream, which has it's been almost 3 weeks now with all the illnesses and the snow days and the power outages, and I could go on and on. It's been crazy. My wife's out of town all week, though, and I'm slowly catching up on videos. We've missed a couple of days over the last 3 weeks, but we're getting caught back up. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Kids are off school on Thursday, though, so we'll see. Brandon, how you doing? Mason, good to see you, man. The crash counter stock on the screen. Yeah, I've got it just put right on here now. I figured why not just start out with it there. We're probably going to need it tonight. We are going to be doing a bit of silage harvest tonight on the server. And as you can see, let me actually see if I can jump up in the air here and show this off. It was the thumbnail, but you know, thumbnails, they don't always come off. This is one of the largest silage pads I have ever seen in Farm Sim. It's ginormous, and we need to get a whole bunch of silage in here to meet our competition. So we've been I guess it's a unofficial challenge between us and ArgZ Gaming's community. And the goal is to get to 10,000 liters of all of the stuff in the bins here, which is sorghum, oats, soybeans, sunflowers, canola, barley, wheat, and dried corn. You can see we've already knocked out quite a few of these. And then on top of that, which I didn't realize until just the other week, is that they're also doing silage, cotton bales, and straw, I believe. So we set up all of these awesome bale enclosures here, and we had 10 million liters of straw, and we were stacking up cotton bales as well. We had a couple hundred bales of cotton, which is, I don't know, 200,000 liters or something like that. And the 1.9 update wiped out all of our bale storages. So that was kind of a pleasant surprise this morning. We will be figuring that out here and replacing the lost materials if they can't get updated to fix that. But I've got the saved game files to fall back on and figure out exactly how many things were where. But today we're going to be doing some silage here out in this cornfield. The guys playing on the server here have been just going to town. If I zoom out on this giant 16x map, you can see that we own a huge hunk of the middle of this map now, which is pretty cool. And field 14 down here, which is, I don't even know, it's not going to tell me here, a huge field, is all ready to chop. So let me run out here. Let me see if the field info mod will tell me how many acres this is. We've got 475 acres of corn ready to chop out here. Good times. So with that, we're going to be getting people out here into some forage equipment. We've got it all staged out here in the sheds. We've got these big X choppers all set up here. And I think we've got 3 big semis here with trailers on them. I see the vehicle leasing costs going off left and right here. So we're going to be jumping into things and having some fun here. Now that we're done showing off the map, let's get out of flight mode so I can actually get into equipment. And let me catch up on chat here. Keith, how you doing, man? Dan, always good to see the members in chat. Won't be on long, but wanted to support. Well, I appreciate you stopping by for sure. It looks like we're all loaded up here. Let's see who's on here. I think we've got 8 people on the server today. We got Pity, K-State, Sandman, Amand, Sosi, Eric, Swamp Fox. So we got quite a few people on the server here tonight. John, how you doing, man? Always good to see you, sir. 9900 John Deere's, they're smooth. Yes, sir. And we got these nice 770s for the cotton baling with the 16-row heads. We've kind of used all of the quote-unquote big mods, realistic or not, off of the in-game mod hub here as we've gotten going on this huge 16x map, which has been kind of fun. We've got a couple of guys out rolling this field, but we're going to need some drivers on semi-trailers here if we're going to get started. We got 3 big semis here ready to go. I'm just checking my audio levels here. It's been a minute since we've live streamed. Looks like we've got Eric coming over to grab a truck. We've got silage additive in here, and I think somebody brought over a pickup truck with a couple pallets of silage additive on there as well. So we're really trying to go all out and boost our silage here. Appreciate the sub. Actually, that reminds me, before I get started, while everybody's getting over here, I think I'm like 1 sub away from 29,000 tonight, which is kind of cool to see that hit on stream. If I jump over here, oh, we're 4 subs away. I'm sorry, I can't count, but we're at 28,996, which is I don't know, kind of fun. Brandon, this is Western Australia. It's a big 16x map. What's gonna be the easiest way to chop this field? I'm thinking left to right. I don't know. There's probably no right way to do it, but rather than making my semi-driver go around a curve, I think I'm going to hop over here, and we'll just go this way. What's my angle going to be on here? 270 probably. Let me see if I can get GPS going. We're gonna do it different than I usually do. I usually do an AB line, but oh, I didn't want setting, did I? I wanted direction. Oh, that didn't actually set. Why didn't that set? Maybe I did want heading. There we go. 270. And I'm just getting my lines all straightened out here. Get on the GPS track actually kind of helps. There we go. All right. Yeah. Oh, we're losing the truck. There we go. Yeah, so this entire concrete pad is for silage. It's the largest silage pad I've ever seen, and I think it's large H modding. Large H. No, it's Lazy E that did this. I always get the two of them confused. There's L's, there's E's. I think it's Lazy E that did, or Lazy H. Gosh, I'm getting them confused. Let's just go look. We don't want to mix this up. I figured it was going to come up, and I left it open on a tab here. So I'll just link it right here in chat. There it is, a Lazy E modding. And I thought it'd be a perfect map to use the largest silage pad I've ever seen for this. Oh. We're occasionally losing our driver here. I wonder if we've got, I'm sure we got vehicle speed sync on here. Brandon, anybody can jump on the server and play as long as you're on the Discord server. We've got all the information on the community multiplayer section on the Discord server, and that's what's allowed us to kind of keep things organized. There is a multiplayer chat channel there for everybody to get in if you want to do voice chat. It's not required. And all of the information is there. All the mods are available to download from the server. There's quite a few of them at this point, although we've tried to keep it streamlined. Orbit, what's my favorite map? That's a good question. For FS22, I would say my favorite map so far has probably been Edgewater, Saskatchewan, just because I've had a ton of fun with some of the unique mechanics on there, and I really like all the squirrely, curvy fields and stuff that you get on that map, although I have to say I've been having a blast on UMRV as well, so really it's been a lot of fun the last several weeks here, getting to run a series on 2 maps that I've been absolutely in love with. And yeah, this 16x maps generally perform pretty poorly in my experience, but this one has worked really well. This has been one of the only 16x maps that we've run that I haven't had to restart servers on a daily basis. This map just runs really, really well. We've really enjoyed it. And performance-wise, it's probably one of the best performing maps that I've played on of this size. I'm able to get a constant 60 FPS, and I have my view distances set like out to the moon, so. Godly Devil, how you doing, man? Oh, welcome to the stream. Hogan, how you doing? Good to see you. Corbett, no, UMRV will not be coming to console. Ty, we are using the guidance steering mod, which is available on the in-game mod hub. I'm kind of curious. It looks like the team cut in at different spots on the map here. My map is still loading. I joined like a half hour before the stream, and we're still loading the map. But based on the cross pattern here, it looks like we cut through. And so if we got a couple more drivers out here, we could be chopping different sections of the field or following each other down and having multiple trucks kind of come behind us. I think that would work out really well. Hogan, anybody can join the server as long as you're on the Discord server. All the information is posted on Discord. We've got 8 people on the server right now, and I think it's a 16-slot server. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we got 9 on here. Nice. Zach, welcome. I appreciate you renewing your membership there. Chris, your laptop is no potato. Not great, but it's definitely not a paperweight. Yeah, that should run it. My computer, before I picked this one up or upgraded, I had a 2080, and it worked pretty good for Farm Sim. I was playing at 4K, too, at a more sane resolution. A 2060 should be able to handle Farm Sim, no problems. Even a big map like this. It looks like our second truck is coming up behind, which is good because Eric is starting to look full. Oh, I've got the inspector mod here. Eric is at 93% and climbing here. Nubs, how you doing, man? 4 a.m. comes early. I hear you. It's been a long couple of days for me. I had to take my wife to the airport yesterday, and we were dumb. We stayed up. We wanted to finish a TV show that we were watching. And so we stayed up till 3 and then got up at 6 and took her up to the airport. So I'm the king of bad decision making, but can appreciate the need to get some sleep occasionally. Oh. Eric's almost full here, but the chopper doesn't like when you get too far behind. I don't know what it is about right now. It's like trying to aim for the back of his trailer, so I think he's off to the races, and we're gonna switch over to the next semi. Very good, very good. And for anybody that's curious and hasn't watched our multiplayer series yet, we do have a mod on that allows us to go twice as fast as quote-unquote normal speed. And that's just because this map is huge. I mean, we're chopping a 500-acre field right now. And, oh, we do have another forage harvester going on the middle of the field there. So that forage harvester way off in the distance, that's the middle of this field, which is just insane to me. Chris, quick question. When your game, I can't read tonight. When you're in game, my nitrogen level colors are brown and black. Have you any idea why they'd be brown instead of red? That's an interesting question. It might be because your precision farming data is out of date. I don't know for sure. The other reason could be as if you're in somehow enabled colorblind mode. I'm not sure. I've never seen them be brown before in my game. Zach, how do you get the mods for this map? If you join the Discord server and go to, there's a community multiplayer group of channels, and all of the info for the server is in the multiplayer info channel. But yeah, I think brown is out of date. I'm trying to remember if we're even running precision farming on here. Black would be outdated data. If it shows up as black, for sure. Kale, what's my favorite piece of equipment? That would have to be the John Deere 8RX. That's my favorite tractor, hands down. Sam Kohler, no John Deere farm is complete without a 4020. So normally I use a 4020 for my auger tractor. We just didn't have any bins that needed augers on this farm, and I felt like a 4020 would be a little bit small for our feed mixer, especially because I had to upgrade the feed mixer. Levi Farms, can you join? Absolutely. The multiplayer server here is our community server. It is open to the public. You just have to get on the Discord server, and the link to the Discord server is in the description of the video. But I should probably just link and pin that, because I feel like that's the kind of question that's going to come up a lot tonight. So I'm going to Alt-Tab for a minute. You guys are going to lose audio while I do that. That's all right. And I'm going to see if I can grab that link without crashing into the end row here. Load faster. Discord. Join the Discord server. Where's my links? Here it is. I'm running out of time. And we made it. Woo. If just barely. All right. Let me pin this. Levi Farms, this is a PC-only map. I am starting up a Edgewater, Saskatchewan map that's going to be open for crossplay, so console and PC users. And I had intended to do that last Tuesday, actually. Unfortunately, real life has gotten in the way this week, so that's coming soon. Akula, if you text in the in-game chat, there's several farm managers on that are in charge of managing the equipment. I don't even dare buy any equipment on this save at this point. K-State may slap my hand if I buy the wrong thing, but I believe that we've got a number of trucks and a number of tractors out here to do various jobs. So I think that we've got a job on the server for just about everyone at this point. So feel free to join up and jump in some equipment. Ask the farm managers that are online at the moment for what jobs are available. We've been running this awesome mod. This is probably one of my favorite mods for multiplayer at this point, called the Work Plan mod. And we've been using this quite successfully here on the server to keep track of what we need to do, whether or not it's been done yet or not. And the farm managers have been communicating really well in the Discord channels, and that's been working really good, really good. Oh, Sam, that's a great point. The on Westby, I was running the smaller tractors over there, the John Deere 4230. Westby was another great map for FS22, so whoever asked me about favorite maps, it's one of those things. Generally, if I played a map for a series for more than like 3 or 4 episodes, it was probably a fun map for me, and I really liked it, and Westby was definitely one of those maps. JR Clock, always good to see you, man. Hopefully you've been doing well. Mike, good to see you. We're gonna try and remember to drink water tonight. I didn't drink very much water a few streams back, and lost my voice the next day. It was kind of a disaster for recording more videos, because I usually record first thing in the morning before I start doing my normal work. Mr. Simulation, how you doing? Farmer K, what is a good place to get really small tractors? Give me an example of what you mean when you say really small. Like, are we talking about Soundguard era tractors, or, you know, something smaller and open cab? There's a lot of great modders out there, depending on what tractors and stuff you're looking for. Mostly on itch.io. Hogan, you're surfacing your lawnmowers tomorrow. We just got like, I don't know, 3-4 inches of snow in the last 24 hours, so I don't need to worry about the lawnmower right now. Ty, I need to start a farming tournament with Squad in the gang. He's done a few of those back in the day. Maybe next time I'll have to get in on that. It's interesting is, you know, our YouTube paths don't cross very much, even though he and I spend all day together on Discord working on Squad built stuff. I should play Garang Garung. I have no idea what that is, Perky. Alexander, where am I at? You guys are supposed to get snow tonight in Connecticut? Oh, I'm in Metro Detroit area in Michigan. Compact tractors, Farmer K. That's a good one. So I know there's some smaller, like, Farmalls and some Internationals and stuff that are pretty small. For like actual like compact modern tractors, I'm not sure. I know somebody's making a 1025R, but I haven't seen that that's been released yet. Mr. Simulation, the game is coming along good. We're how do I say this? We don't have an externally published date yet, but we're getting to a point where I think we've got a date in mind. So it'll still be a little bit before we're able to announce a date, but we're working towards a date internally. Maybe that's the best way to say it. So we've got a lot of stuff in flight right now, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's a clear path towards victory here for the team. So we've all been really excited, been knocking out stuff left and right the last couple of weeks here. Cowboy Trenton, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. Rahan, good to see ya. Do you know what to do if FS22 says it doesn't want to respond? Usually there's a couple of reasons for that, but I find if FS22 isn't responding, it's because some mod is doing something. So either look at your error log, or if you're using like Courseplay, just wait a few more minutes. Courseplay, especially if you're using it on a map like Edgewater, Saskatchewan, I have a ridiculously top-end PC at this point, and I've had courses take up to 5 minutes to calculate. Yeah, we've got auto drive delivering additional vehicles down to the field here, it sounds like, folks. What is the weirdest setup you guys have? Personally, you're using a large speaker and 2 boxes to hold my tower up. So back in the day, I used to have a desk that was set up on 4 of those big, what do you call it? The plastic water jugs that you get like at a business, you know, the water cooler water jugs. I had 4 of those set up with just a board across the top of them. So that was my simplest desk setup. And Eric is off. Let me slow up for just a second. Here's Pity with a new trailer. Oh. We're losing a little bit of chat, but we've got so much it's not that big of a deal here. The game looks really good and looks a bit better than FS22 in a few areas. So feature function wise, we've got some stuff that doesn't exist in any other farming simulation game that I've seen yet. And so I'm kind of proud of that. And I think for me, the fun part about being on the team is having been part of the farm sim world for so long, and just like, wouldn't it be cool if we could do X, Y, and Z? And so we've tried to add a couple of cool things, and we haven't necessarily talked about all of them. Although we hinted at one of them in the one of the recent posts. Not a lot of people picked up on it, I don't think, but when we posted about Balzer and the manure spreaders that we've got in there, we talked about how it's going to add both nitrogen and P&K to the soil. So we're going to be playing around with some more advanced fertilization mechanics, and that should be a lot of fun. Tim, every little bit of silage counts when going up against Argzy. I would love to know how much silage they got, because competition-wise, I know right now we're only planning on having 10 million liters of everything. I see Sandman here bringing out some stuff. Can I fill this on the go? That's what, oh, I can, or I think I can. That would be cool if I could. No, I don't think I can. All right, we're gonna stop real quick here, see if we can bounce Sandman off of our thing. Nope. All right, how do I actually fill this up? I don't know if I can fill it while it's strapped down, or maybe it fills on the other side. Yeah, it's not the straps. Let me do this. Whoops. Helps if you push the right buttons too. Nobody wants to be my first crash counter. Come on, get in here. Yeah, I'm not getting a fill. I'm almost out of it too. Yeah, let's just take a pallet off here. I'm gonna put it on the other side real quick. Oh, somebody jumped in here. Let's see if it'll refill. I am falling behind on chat while we're doing this. There it is. Yeah, it needs to... Well, it was filling until I jumped into it. Oh, and it's full. All right. Here we go. I can't do two things at once. I apologize, folks. Let me get back on guided steering here. Mr. Simulation, you are correct. It's iOS and Android only. Steve, where can you keep silage? You've only been paying for 2 days. So there's most maps will have either a silage bunk or pad. So either a big concrete area like you can see over there, or a big concrete area like that with concrete sides on it that you'll dump your chaff into, and that'll make silage for you. Otherwise, I gotta put my header down if I'm gonna chop corn. 1 second. Otherwise, a lot of the like US style maps will have a big blue or concrete looking silo that you can store your chaff in, and that'll turn it into silage. So it really depends on what map you're playing. Ty, if you guys have traffic, can you have them actually stop further away? I don't think so. I was saying something. I was saying I wonder how much silage Argsy is going to have his guys do. I don't remember what metric that was, but if I remember correctly, we've already got 5 million liters of silage on that pad. Farmer K, how do you know what's messing up FS22? Well, the best way to do that would be if you go into your documents folder, or go to My Documents, go to My Games, go to FarmSim 2022, and then in there you should find a file called log.txt. Excuse me. And log.txt is going to have all of the information about what errors and things are happening in FarmSim, and that's the best way to see if something bad's going on with your game. Now, this is again assuming that you're using PC. And oh, sorry. Yes, Ryan. Tim is right. The silage pad is a mod that we've installed on the server, so you can actually download it. I posted the link earlier in the chat here. That was Lazy... Gosh, now I can't remember. Lazy E that did that. Trio, something you'd like to see in the game in the future is to call a worker in the grain cart, gravity wagons, or come unload the combine on the go. That would be cool. I don't think we're going to have that at launch, sorry. It's something we've talked about being able to do at some point. Trey, if the next truck drives alongside the other truck when it's close to full, you won't have to stop and the pipe will find the new trailer. Yeah, exactly. Guys can not be afraid. They can just jump right up in alongside as it gets full. The nice thing about this inspector mod in the upper right hand corner is that people can see when it's getting close. So for example, right now Pity's only at 89% full, so we're not quite there yet, but as he gets full, Eric can just speed right up here and get in on his left side, and the auger should take over. I think not a lot of us have a lot of real-world experience doing this, so we're getting more efficient as we go, for sure. Oh, let's turn around before we go off the edge of the field. Getting just a little bit of latency here. Every once in a while, the server likes to bounce around on us. Hey, it's Farmer Tech. How you doing, man? It's going great here. And yeah, Trey, time is money, especially when chopping silage. I mean, in a field, 500-acre field, we just don't want to stop. We want to keep moving. Old Iron Farming. I love the name. Welcome to the stream, man. All right, I'm going to kill your guys' game sound for a second. The curiosity is getting the better of me. We just hit 29,000 subscribers on the channel, so appreciate the support, everybody. It's kind of a cool milestone to hit live. Been doing this for a few years now, so it's always good to see those 1,000K milestones hit. Riley, how you doing, man? Farmer K, once you're in My Games, you should see a farming simulator folder. Go into that and then find your log.txt, and if there's any errors happening, they'll be posted in there. Trio Gaming, the road to 30K. Yeah, I mean, the way the channel's been growing the last 30 days or so here, we should hit that next month easily. We've got another semi out here with Van. I love that I'm seeing so many different names pop up. This has been awesome. Graham, we're going to be making millions of dollars with the really huge silage. I'm betting about 5 million or more. Oh, for sure. But we've got a challenge to collect 10 million of every, essentially every crop type on the map. And so we've been hanging on to all of our crops for a while now. In fact, if I look here again, we've got 10 million of wheat, sunflowers, and sorghum already. And we're closing in here on oats are at 3 million, dried corn's at 4.5. So things are going well. And the silage pit, just because it's so big, we got 5 million liters of silage just opening up the field. So I can't wait to see how many liters we're going to have in there. By the time we're done with this stream, for sure, I've got to imagine we're going to have 10 million liters over there. In a year or two, I might hit 100K. Yeah, that's the hope. When I started doing this, I just wanted to do it long enough to make $1 and claim to be a professional YouTuber. And now that things are still going, I'm kind of hoping to make it to 100K someday. It'd be kind of cool to get one of those YouTube play buttons. But yeah, Graham, this is kind of an unofficial challenge. It was more like ArgZ had a server on Western Australia, and he challenged his guys to get to 10 million of every resource. And then we were standing up a server. I'm going to run into everybody here. And I was like, oh, it'd be cool if we competed with ArgZ. And so I think I started our server a week after they did. And so we're running slightly behind. And I didn't get a chance to watch his last live stream to see how they're doing, but I'm going to have to check. I'll have to check in before we do the next live stream and like post ArgZ's stats up on the screen here so that we can see how we're matching up, because we're getting close on a lot of crops. Kale, how do you become a member? There's a join button right below the video here if you want to click that, and you can join and become a member. We do run several members-only multiplayer servers. Right now we've got Chilliwack and a UMRV Build-Your-Own Farm Edition server running. And then I'm going to be standing up an Edgewater crossplay server this week. I know I said that a week or so ago, but I've been struggling a little bit with real life, but we're going to get that going this week. Ty, can we chop corn in American farming? I said yes. Like, yes, you can. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that or not. I'm not sure if we've made that public knowledge or not, but you will be able to chop corn in American farming. So if Grant's watching, he can yell at me later if we haven't announced that. Ryan, how many fields are we doing in silage? Just this one. It's 500 acres. So that should be more than enough for us. How many are, I'm losing track of chat here. Found a new platform to stream on. I've seen a few people are streaming on, I forget what it's called now, something new though. I noticed Prestige was over there trying to get going on a new platform. Kick, there you go, Mr. Simulation, that's it. And yeah, Trio, you get your first play button at 100K. That's what I'm hanging on for. Only a few hundred people now? Yeah, it's fine. Riley, can we see the map? Absolutely. This is a giant 16x map. And so to give you an idea, this field 14 that we're in, that's 500 acres just about, just short of 500 acres. So this is the size of 16 standard maps. It's humongous. Is American Farming PC only? No, it's actually Android and iOS. It's a mobile game. And when does it get released? I don't have an exact date for you just yet, but not sometime this year. I guess I can say that. Not this month, but coming soon TM. We're getting closer. Do the whole map for corn silage? That would take way too long. Miles, would I rather play in a 4X or a regular? I prefer at least a 4X sized map typically because I like to feel like I have some space. I don't like to be on the edges of the map because most of the time the edges of the map don't look really good. So I like to have a 4X map so I can kind of move off the edge and do my farming without feeling cramped. I like to run bigger equipment typically, although the irony being is both of my series right now, well, today I moved up to some larger equipment in Edgewater, Saskatchewan, but I've been running pretty small farms lately. Edgewater, Saskatchewan has been a nice exception to my general rule of preferring a 4X map. That's a standard size map. It's available on console, but it just feels like a big map, and I love that about it. T-Max Farms, how you doing, man? Ty, you have a question to stir up heat. House. I'm not a truck guy, so 6.0 Power Stroke or 6.4 is not really something I can contribute to. The edge of a 1X map would be the middle of a 4X. Yeah, something like that. Ryan, we are running 2 choppers. See, right over there, you can see there's another chopper running with a 2 semis next to it. So we're keeping 2 people busy here. We got 2 choppers and I want to say 6 trucks running. Maybe it's 5. Faber Farming, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Riley, the Edgewater video is good today. Appreciate it. We've been having a lot of fun with Edgewater. K-State says we're at 6.5 million, and that was 5-6 minutes ago. I wasn't paying attention. Doing good, Faber. Doing good. Corbett, what GPU am I running? I'm running a NVIDIA 4090 RTX. In Edgewater description in ModHub, it said there was a cattle farm, but you can't find it. Yeah, there is a cattle farm. It is kind of right in the middle of the map. If you're, like, I'm trying to think of how it is in relation to where my farm is, but there's one cattle farm on the map that's kind of right in the middle there. Closer to town. Where is it? Farmer K, you deleted the erroring mod and FS22 still won't respond. Generally then, my recommendation would be to start with no mods and slowly add mods, 1 or 2 at a time, until FS22 starts or has issues again, and then you'll know which mod it is. If you've got especially if you've got a lot of mods, it can be hard to troubleshoot which one is the issue. And it's easier to just start with none enabled and then start putting them in a couple at a time. Ryan Orange, pull behind choppers only on this field. Yeah, so we started oh man, I'm gonna ruin like 2 weeks out. We're a couple weeks ahead on recording for the staff roleplay multiplayer, I guess I should say, Middleburg series that I've been running on Sundays. And we started with a pull behind chopper on one of the, I think it's the next video or the video after. And man, 3 rows of corn at a time with a pull behind, that's a hard time. I will admit I didn't last very long, so ruining the surprise here, but it was a painful experience, to say the least. There you go, Corbett. The cattle farm is between fields 8 and 13. Appreciate you. On the cut-through road. That makes sense, Travis. Thank you. Yeah, it's funny as we've got so much silage going in there that we've got 2 guys driving full-time trying to compact it, and I'm betting they're not keeping up with it. I'm looking here, 57%. Full on the chaff, nice. Oh, I've got 30% on my, whatchamacallit, my silage additive, so I should be good for a while yet. Living still having nightmares about the 3 rows at a time. Yeah, it was not pleasant. We spent, I don't even know, half hour, 45 minutes, and barely put a dent in that field with the pull behind. Godly devil, at least you could do 3 rows. Trying to do it with a 2 or a 1 row at a time. Yeah, no thanks. No, I generally have a rule that I need at least a 12-row wide equipment on most things that I do, and with forage harvesting, you know, I can accept 6 rows, but 3 was just not enough. Not enough. Ryan, your front door keeps opening because of the wind. That would actually be kind of freaky if you're just sitting there and all of a sudden the front door swings open. Get those nice semi-sounds here drowning me out. I still have staff after doing 3 rows at a time. Well, that's questionable. We'll see if he comes back for the next episode. Graham, the capacity on these trucks or these trailers is actually a little ridiculous right now. Again, we've got a handful of unrealistic mods on the server just because of how incredibly painful it is. And so the silage boss goes all the way up to 260 cubic meters. Unfortunately, I don't know how that converts into liters exactly, but I think it's 250,000 liters. Compacting is a little harder with desync, but not so bad. 7.5 million liters of silage already, and we started at right around 5 tonight. So we've already put 2.5 liters of 2.5 million liters of silage in there in just under an hour with 2 of these big forage harvesters running. It's been awesome. I'm normally a big fan of keeping everything ultra realistic on the channel, but when it came to some of the things on this map, and also I'll blame Argsy. Argsy's kind of holding us hostage here because they'd installed these same mods, I believe, on their server where they could drive twice as fast. So we had to catch up. It was going to be too much of a handicap if we were trying to do everything without some of these mods on here. I should run truck. Yeah, I'm going to actually switch out and run truck here. I think when my silage additive starts to run low here and we need to switch that out. Why don't I have unit conversion mod on this map? So one of the reasons is we're in Australia, so everything would be in metric units down there, is my understanding. And so I generally try to run my units for things like that in whatever country I'm playing in. I just tend to play in US-based maps most of the time. I should get 10 million chaff in another hour. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, actually, I mean, I could install unit convert on the server, and then I think everybody could kind of just adjust their own settings and see it in whatever units they want. And Eric's back already. Yeah, it's funny is I have found fuel consumption to be one of the most unstandardized things in Farm Sim. I've got vehicles that will run out of fuel after, 5 minutes of use, and then other vehicles which can run all day long before they need to be refueled. Travis, are we gonna shell any of the corn or cut it all? I think we're gonna chop most of the corn, but I'm not sure yet. We're gonna fill up how much silage we need for sure, and then we may switch over to combining some of it, just because we do still need, I forget if it's 2 million. Oh no, we still need almost 5.5 million liters of corn here still to dry, and the drying process actually shrinks the corn, which is realistic. And we've got to get quite a bit more corn in the bins. Corbett, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's liters and kilometers and such down there. You get 0.6 gallons per hour in your Fent. That's actually pretty good, Ty. The game must be saving. We bumped the save times on the server back to, what do you call it? Every half hour, I think, instead of every 15 minutes that I usually run at. So that's been a nice change. It doesn't lag the server out quite as much, but saving happens pretty fast. We're down to a half liter of silage additive here. So we're gonna probably not make it to the end. It says 0%, but we've still got a tenth of a liter in here. We're gonna push it to the very end. It's not like we stop getting silage out when we hit 0. It just doesn't quite produce as well. Oh wow, this thing's got quite a bit in it still after we stop. All right, let's see if I can find that pickup truck. There it is. We'll jump in here and drive over to reload our silage additive. Oh, somebody left it running too. Zoom, zoom, zoomity. I love seeing all the tractors moving on the silage pad. That's so much fuller than when we got started. Yeah, Miles, I forget what the actual value is, but the silage additive does make the... I think it increases the volume, and it might also increase the time that it takes to turn it into silage. I can't remember exactly how it works. I think I needed this on the right side, was what we discovered last time. Let's see. Yeah, right side it is. Alright, who wants to switch into the chopper so I can truck? Lock this down and get it out of the way. Awesome. All right, somebody's switching. Van's in there. Good deal. Oh, we got this snazzy blue and gold here. Maize and blue. Michigan colors here. There you go, Tim. Get to the chopper. All right. Where's Eric on this list? He's at 36%. He's not even that full. We're gonna have to sneak up and check out the other chopper at some point here too. Slowly catching up here. Oh, I'm stuck. I can't steer. There we go. I shouldn't be getting this close. He's only half full. But I can't apparently do vehicle speed sync when I'm this far away. Okay. Yeah, I probably didn't need to follow him down here, to be honest. I'm just goofing off right now. Wasn't paying attention to what I'm doing while I'm reading chat here. Question from Graham. Do you have the newest truck in the game, the TLX 9000 flat nose? No, I don't think I do. I don't usually run the TLX trucks. I don't have anything against them. I just prefer to use like normal branded equipment since I play on PC. But on the multiplayer servers, I've been trying to stick to Mod Hub mods as much as possible, just because they tend to perform a little bit better in the multiplayer setting, especially on big maps like this. Skylar, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh, we're trying to go for our first crash counter here, I think. Trying to figure out what the right speed or what right gear is going to be here when I do actually start running up next to him here. Hit the horn. Where is my horn? Is that the horn? Nope. I don't remember what the horn key is. The Phoenix truck is part of TLX. Yeah, it is. So, like I said, I don't usually use this particular truck, but we've been having fun with it on the multiplayer server here. Yeah, Jim, I will use vehicle speed sync when we get up there. I was hitting 0 on the... Oh, maybe not 0 on the numpad? Oh, there it is. Oh, there you go. We got a train horn. We got like the shades on in here, tinted windows. We're all decked out. All right, I'm not paying attention. He's at 96 and driving away. I'm coming. Okay, I put speed sync on. And then I drove 18 miles an hour. I don't understand what you're doing, speed sync. Seriously. There it is. I always forget it's shift 4 to keep it activated and adjusting automatically. There we go. Doing good. Doesn't want to fill past 95 without moving in and out. Oh, that makes sense, Eric. Skylar, I'm sorry, I'm getting back to your message after quite the long pause here. I'm doing great this evening. It's been 3 weeks since I was able to live stream, and I'm excited to be getting back into it now. Man, I went all that time without crashing into anybody with the chopper, and I think our run is about to be over here as I'm driving this semi. I just know I'm going to run into somebody anytime now. Let's go just a smidge further up here. It's not often that actually that I get to run the box here alongside things. I'm not as up on my vehicle speed sync as I should be. Graham, no, we're nowhere near halfway through this field, even with all of our quote-unquote cheating methods here. You can see we've done this bit, and the other chopper's working on the middle in towards us here. So it's not even close. Gotta say, chopping corn for you is close second of activities on the farm. Yeah, I love chopping here. Oh wow, we're at 86% already. This is going faster than I expected with me jumping into the menus and such. VW Toy Farmer, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. You know, I think I remember seeing the VWs from Minnesota in the chat earlier, and I don't know if I said good evening to y'all, so a good evening to y'all as well. And I'm at 99%. I'm spinning off, van. Sorry. Graham, that's going to take at least 2 to 3 days. Yeah. We've got a pretty active group of people. I have to say, I usually see, 4 to 6 people on the server during prime times most days. So the question is, where and how should I dump this? I have no idea. I have not been part of this cycle yet. I'm pretty sure I'm going to mess this up, though. I'm going to sneak around over here. It looks like this part's pretty easy going. I think if I gear down a few gears here, I can drive right up over the pile here and dump her out. Maybe. It's not dumping. Oh, it is dumping. Don't stop. Okay, go faster. I'm messing this up. They're going to yell at me. Somebody's going to have to clean this mess up. Trek's going to have to fix my mistakes. Mistakes were definitely made. I should probably be going about twice as fast as I am. Well, it's a good thing we've got a great silage cleanup crew over here that can take care of that little fiasco of dumping. Next time, I'm going to come in at 10 miles an hour and just keep it there. Let's see, I need to go faster. I could use the normal cruise and speed sync numbers and just adjust 1 and 2. I could, but where's the fun in that? Start at the end, then Chris slowly to the end. Well, yeah, Ty, I'm vaguely familiar with how to dump the silage itself. It's just a matter of where and not getting in anybody's way. SK, how you doing, man? Always good to see you. We are, you'd be crying if you saw me trying to chop corn out here. As a real-life pro, you would not be happy with our performances tonight. Go, go, go. Alec, how you doing, man? Good to see ya. Yeah, I love how whoever came and reloaded me with silage additive brought the truck and parked it back up under the shed and made, all nice and orderly. Kettert brings the truck out here to reload his silage additive, just leaves it out in the middle of the field to be lost forever. SK, this chopping session is probably on par with Sundays. We're obviously going a little bit faster, but a certain YouTuber's skills are a bit lacking. Been a while since I've actually been in one of the streams. Yes, sir. How you doing, Permas? In fact, it's been since my account got hacked because you're not blue. Let me change that real quick and add as a moderator. There you are. Tabbing back in. Space Invader, how do you join the server? If you want to play on the multiplayer server, all you got to do is join the Discord server, and all the information from the server is in the multiplayer info channel. The Discord server is pinned at the top of the live chat here. Big Creole, which do I prefer, closed sheds or open? I prefer closed sheds. I'm a big fan of like a more typical Midwest style shed, but that's because we have a lot of harsh weather and stuff around here, and so you always want to keep all the snow and everything else off of your equipment, where these are a lot more about keeping the sun off of things, I think, more than anything else. I thought sure Eric was going to be full before we got down to the end here. My estimation skills are poor. So this is where I don't know what is going on here. I have a cruise control set of 13, but I'm only going 6. Even no matter what gear I'm in, and maybe if I gear down a few gears. Like, it's just messed up. Maybe I'm just too high in the gears. Maybe if I go down. Now I'm going at 0. So, yeah, this is why I use vehicle speed sync, and now I'm super far behind. I gotta catch up. He's at 96%. All right. Are you gonna do it this time? There we go. Look at that. So, Space Invader, if you have all the mods but you don't see the server in the multiplayer tab, there's usually 2 reasons for that. One is either you don't have the right filters, so somehow you're filtering it out. Generally, I recommend just searching for Kettert and having all of your other filters be wide open. And then, even then, sometimes it won't show up. And all you have to do is exit out and come back into the lobby a few times until it pops up. For example, when I was getting on, I have all my filters saved, so I know it's not a filter problem. I got on and off of the multiplayer lobby screen 6 times this evening before I could get onto the server myself. So the Giants login servers are the wonkiest multiplayer servers I've ever had to deal with. I think my trailer is smaller than theirs. I think that's what's going on here because I'm already at 62%. This is definitely not a 250,000 liter trailer like the other ones that we've got on the server here. Oh my goodness. That explains a lot though. I was trying to figure out why I'm always almost full as soon as I get going, and everybody else gets to drive for so much longer. It makes so much more sense. Oh, I'm full. Man, I'm sorry, my trailer's tiny. I was gonna go up and check on the other chopper, but with the tiny trailer, I don't know how effective I'd be. Dirt bikes and more. You've been doing small silage on your Edgewater cattle game, so this is insanely big compared to that. Yeah, this is 500 acres that we're doing tonight, so lots and lots of corn. Micah, how you doing? Farmer K, what is the shader archive? So you're getting into some of the more technical parts of how FarmSim22 works and support their Farmer K. Honestly, you probably want to try and jump on like the Discord server or the Giants forums and ask some questions there if you're having problems. Because trying to support that through YouTube chat is going to be next to impossible. I think people are going to need to see, log files and things like that to help you out anymore. Micah, got any snow? We did get some snow the other night. It was crazy. Oh, I didn't want to stop. I'm just going faster than the 10 I said I wanted to go at. We got a couple inches of snow, which was funny for me is that we got a couple inches of snow, was that yesterday, Monday? And then, the roads were kind of meh because I had to drive my wife down to the airport Monday morning. And it took me an hour and a half to do what's normally a 45-minute drive down to the airport. And so that was, almost 3 hours of my day going there and back to take my wife to the airport. And, they didn't cancel school or anything. But on Friday last week, they canceled school, and we never even got enough snow to cover the roads. It was like, come on. What are the red and black trailers? So the red and black trailers are, let me just open up the store here. It's a mod by BC Bueller called the SILAGE Boss, and it has 3 different capacities. You got realistic capacity and it's got 2, realistic and unrealistic. And unrealistic, as you can see, is versus the 65 cubic meters is 260 cubic meters. And so that would be, I want to say it's 250,000 liters of corn. Oops. Where did our chopper go? Is Amon trying to switch with me? You want the Michigan special over there? We'll hop in a red truck. Okay, so we're going to switch things up. We're going to cause all kinds of chaos. I'm going to go up and get in line at the other chopper for a little bit here. We're going to check out a different part of the map for a minute. And so I think we need to leave that smaller truck closer to the silage pit there. Otherwise, this chopping operation doesn't work very efficiently. And we're going to take the giant silage boss up here and see if we can catch up with our other chopper. I'm trying to see who's in these choppers. Van's running the chopper I was in a minute ago. And Swamp Fox is in our other chopper up here. Silage Boss looks like a Meyer trailer. It does, but it was deployed to the in-game mod hub, which I'm not sure if Meyer's a registered brand, so I think it's just a Lizard Silage Boss. Herma's modding got around 5 inches or so last Friday. Oh, there you go. We were supposed to get 6 to 8, and then we got like this little bit of a dusting. It was quite pathetic, to be honest. Let's see, where's Pity in this list? I gotta keep an eye on, somebody's flashing his lights. I'm trying to find the... There's so many people in the list here, and I wish the names were actually, like, on the end so that you could find people easier instead of having them be, like, in the middle of all the text. Oh, there he is. He's at 71%. Godly Devil, my pronunciation enforcer. Dirt bikes and more, you're seeing if you can get the mods downloaded. Yeah, there's quite a few. It's close to impossible to download mods that aren't on ModHub on Mac. You can download all the mods directly from the server in a big zip file. Is that the TLX? The brakes sound so good. Yeah, this is the TLX. It's got the air brake on it, the Jake brake. Oh, Pity's waiting for me to get up here. I'm messing it up. There we go. See? A nice smooth handoff. Yeah, you can't really rely on the weather people for sure. Giants on their way to make the worst multiplayer, but the best game ever. I have to say, multiplayer has improved drastically over FS19. We used to try and do stuff like this, and you would spend half of the stream just waiting for people to join and exit the game, and it would freeze up and lock up all the time. Big Sky Farms, always appreciate you coming and hanging out in the stream. Have a good evening. Godly Devil, I love you too, Kendrick. There you go. Or Kedrick. Yeah, I get so many different variations. One of these days I'm going to make a video, and it's going to be dedicated to all the different mispronunciations of my name that I've seen over the, 4 years that I've been doing YouTube. It'll be quite a lengthy video. Let's get somewhere about here. Looks good. We had a half an inch of ice and still went to school. Yeah, it's funny as I was telling my kids this, like, we didn't get days off from school for like a couple inches of snow. Are you kidding me? Like, if you didn't have snow up like to your waist, you were going to school. Yeah, Tim, the multiplayer syncing delay was... I've had streams where it felt like I spent more time syncing than I did playing the game. Micah, what's my gaming setup? So, I need to post an updated link, because the one in the description of my videos is my old setup. I'm running a computer I just built here, so we're on Windows 11. I've got the... latest and greatest Intel processor here. I don't even remember what it's called now, which is terrible of me, I know. Let me get going straight here and I'll pull it up real quick. It's the 13900? Yeah, 13900 i9. So I've got more processors than I know what to do with, except when I'm processing all this 4K video, I can peg my whole system out. I've got a 4090 NVIDIA RTX, so lots of juice behind the old PC. Good morning from Australia. How you doing, Paul? Good to see ya. We are out here on the Western Australia map, actually, chopping a bunch of corn for the fun of it. We're trying to get to 10 million liters this stream at a minimum. I think we're probably past that at this point, actually. I haven't checked in a while. Surprised there's not any new cotton harvester mods. We've got some. I don't know, it's not new, but we've got the 770 on here that's got that really wide cotton head, which works awesome for us. Bum, bum, bum. 69%. Yeah, this is much better with the giant trailer here. See if I can spin back to the right this time. Ah. Here we go. We still have computers from the early 2000s. Yeah, schools don't always get the best upgrades, that's for sure. School, just about the 4000 processor for a farming simulator. 22, got your computer teacher excited. Yeah, that's cool. All right. We should get both the choppers going in one place, fill one trailer on one end of the field. We're at 89%. As I get up over 90 here, I'll probably pull over and let Pity in here, because I've heard this trailer seems to get a little glitchy as it gets up closer to 100. And there we go. He switches right in and I switch out. That works so easy. I don't want to tip this though. If I hit that corner going 60 miles an hour, that could be bad. Oh, we've got the other chopper coming through here. Nice. Yeah, Perma's that car insurance stuff ain't cheap. I've got a teenage driver in the house, and it's definitely added up. Whoa, no. Oh. Well, can you believe it, folks? We finally have to use the crash counter tonight. Is it saving? What's going on? Why can't I back up or move? There we go. I think I'm stuck on the barn. I should have braked more before we tried to turn. I was trying to get over on the other side of the silage pit here. Oh, there's not really a... I thought there'd be like a driveway over there, but I guess not. Oh, the crash counter goes away when I activate it because I forgot to change the setting. My bad. Oh, let's not run into the fuel tank. That'd be even worse. Like, so what's the right way to dump this? Should I... Because I can't drive over their pile. Should I be driving sideways here and then they push it up into the pile? Is that what I should be doing? Let me get lined up a little bit better here. I'm going to back up and... because it takes forever for this thing to actually start dumping. And so I'm going to put this on. I'm going to push Control I, and then we're going to go, go, go. There we go. Going a little fast. Still going a little fast. Back in the end, and then I dump down the hill. Well, we've made a mess of it now, so Trek can just fix my mistakes. That's what Trek's here for. We went a little bit too slow in the beginning and a little bit too fast at the end. These guys are just shaking their heads at me. Yeah, I guess I could have just backed in and then drove all the way down the length. Might have been easier in the future. Dump at the end they are pushing away from. Then they'll push your pile up to the other end. Oh, what am I doing? Trying to read chat and driving. Not working out here. All right, 80 miles an hour across field. No problemo. K-State. Oh, all that hard work planting this corn and taking care of it all year, and then some idiot just driving around in the semi. Van's got to destroy the evidence for me. Yeah, it's probably more than $400. Texting and driving. Let's see. Oh, I was looking at Eric's line. I thought he was almost full, but Pity's only at 72%. He'll make it to the end and turn around. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I guess does it count as a crash counter if I'm taking out corn? Oh, that's a good point, Pity. Yeah, I'll just swap in when you get to the end. That'll be easiest. Whistling Diesel Gaming, how you doing, man? Trio, how much chaff do we have? Good question. How much chaff do we have? I don't know if I can see that on any of my menus. Let me just double check. I'm curious if the silage pad shows up in here. It does not, mostly because it's probably not a fill type, honestly. 10.4 million liters of silage already. Nice. That's a lot of chaff. Or, yeah, chaff, not silage. It hasn't fermented yet. Peter, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are chopping lots and lots of corn here tonight. I guess technically we only need 10 million liters, so should we stop and harvest the rest of this normally, or I don't know. Is the pad a production point by chance? I don't think it is. I think it's a regular silage bunk. I can look. Yeah, it's not a production chain. How much was there to start with? I know they were there at the beginning. There was a dusting. Yeah, that dusting was 5 million liters. That was what they got just from opening this field up. So we've technically only put about 5 million liters in there in an hour and a half here. Tyler, refer to your last chat on how to properly dump. Dump at the end they are pushing away from, and they will push your pile to the other end. Yeah, so pretty much what I just did then is just dump it across the end, and they'll push it up on the pile. So yeah, we need, selling all of the silage will be a day in itself. Yeah, that's a job for AutoDrive for sure. I think we'll be setting up some conveyors and just letting it run. Yeah, we do need a lot more corn to go into the bins. So we will have to think about this. How much dry corn is in the bins so far? Only 4.5 million liters. So we do need another 5.5 million liters, but we're not set up to start harvesting corn either, so we'd have to bring a bunch of equipment out here, which could take a minute. And I've completely messed up being at the end of the field here. Go, go, go. Paul, how you doing? Good to see someone from Australia here keeping us honest as we're playing on the Western Australia map. Whoop, I'm gonna crash into a combine if I don't move. We need more corn in the bins than we do silage at this point. Although part of me wants to see if we could fill this silage bunk at some point. I don't even know what full looks like. It's, let's see, what, it's 10:30. I haven't run anything on the silage pit. Pity wants to fill the silo pad. I do think it would look cool to fill that silage pad, personally. So I'm kind of thinking, you know, that would be a fun challenge in and of itself, would be to just fill the pad. I'm guessing Swamp ran out of silage additive. Oh, we have field 15 ready for corn harvest as well. Okay. Oops. Why is it not syncing up here? There we go. Yeah, so we got lots of corn ready to go. It'll be fun to fill this pad up if we can. Bragging rights, if nothing else. Somehow I've moved my camera around to the point where my microphone's in the middle of my frame now. I don't know how I did that. I've probably barely scratched the surface of the silage pad capacity. Yeah, I mean, we're at 10 million liters in there or more now. I'm sure we've barely scratched the surface. That pad is huge. Oh, nice. Yeah, Permas is always spot on with the technical support. He's been one of the smartest guys I know when it comes to solving farm sim related problems. Glad you were able to get your stuff sorted out. Peter, you've been to Western Australia once. I live in Queensland. Nice. Yeah, so this is one of those things where I always love getting to make fun of people when they don't know where the different areas in the U.S. are, but as a world traveler, Australia is one of those places I haven't spent a lot of time in. Or actually, I don't think I've ever visited Australia now that I think about it. It's one of the few places I haven't been yet, and I'm very unfamiliar with the general layouts there. I don't even know what you'd call them, counties or provinces. All right, you know, I'm in the wrong way here. I'm so used to my other semi where I have to push the space bar to switch between forward and reverse. It's all kinds of weirdness for me. I feel like I could come up here a little bit more in the middle, though, and dump, rather than all the way back there. But maybe I'll just get stuck. Chop in half of the field at least just to see how much it is. Yeah, I'll be curious to see how much that ends up being when we chop just this first half that we've been working on. Alright, I think Cam said he'd be willing to take over driving a semi here, so I will switch out with Cam, and I'm going to take over driving his silage compactor here. It's the one job I haven't done yet this stream, and I made a big mistake. Somebody give me a push. We've made mistakes. I shouldn't have backed up. I should have never backed up. They're called states, Peter. Thank you. All right, Cam's coming to the rescue. K-State's on deck with the super strength, I'm sure. This is why Kedrick's not allowed to drive the semis. He's gonna go over here, park it, get out in shame. All right, who's switching out? I'll take over. Cam said he wanted to switch. Perfect. We've got this silage blade here. I've actually not done a whole lot of silage compacting either, so this ought to be entertaining. I don't know if I need to lower this all the way. I think I just lower it some of the way. Maybe a little bit more than that. Like that. Nope, that's not doing it. Let's try one more time here, folks. All right. Maybe it's partly multiplayer lag. Why is it going back up? Put it down, it goes back up. Is there some kind of auto float on this thing? I don't know how this is working. It's like I have to hold it down actively with the mouse. It won't stay down. As soon as I take my hand off, it raises all the way back up. Look at that pile. I blame the multiplayer-ness of it. It's clearly not the driver. Come on, come on. Yeah, this blade just isn't working out too well. When did y'all do cotton? So we haven't done cotton on stream yet. We've, but they had done quite a bit of cotton harvesting, and the 1.9 update has removed all of our cotton bales from our storages. So we're still working on that. We've got to figure out where they went and how to get them back. Tilt it forward. Like so? See, it just automatically goes back up. I lower it down, take my hand off, the game saves, and then it just starts to raise all by itself. Which my understanding is I should just lower it down and it should stay lowered down. Let me try and drop it off and pick it back up. I push V. No, but it looks like that one's... Now it's staying in place at least. So I'm going to use this while I've got it. I disconnected it and reconnected it, and it seems to be working a little bit better now. So I'm going to run with this and see how it goes. What's this? It says K-State was having the same issue. Keep it just on the level of the heap. Yeah. There's Armand coming in. So now it's like defaulting to sinking down no matter what I do, which is kind of interesting. I suspect this blade is just a little bit wonky here. It's so awesome. So before I was struggling with I couldn't keep it up, and now I couldn't keep it down. Now I can't keep it up. It definitely sounds like a problem, but Let's see here. Come on, this is hilarious. All right, there. Now it's staying in a position. Sorry, we're troubleshooting here, folks. I'm just trying to see what it does. All right, so that seems to be staying there. Let me back up and see if I can take a pass now. Switch the blade to the back of the tractor. I could do that. That might work a little bit better. But that would require me to switch the weight around too, which I'm not sure how that would work. There, let's see if this will work. It's like finally staying in position now. There we go. Look at that. It actually works. Oh my goodness, I'm goofing off here and I've got a whole chat line that I've missed. Simulation Station, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Graham, get rid of the green blade and get an orange one. The orange one does a much better job. Well, that's the rumor. It's also wider, but that's alright. I have no idea where the current sell point is, or buy point, or shop, or whatever you want to call it is on this map, so I don't want to do a lot of driving around trying to find things. I'm having a hard enough time driving backwards, apparently. Alright, here we are. Tip it forward. Set it down. Drive. It's going. It's doing it. VR's from Minnesota. How you guys doing? Good to see ya. If I bring up my F1 menu, oh, we're actually 100% compacted, so I'm just pushing stuff for the fun of it at this point. That's always good. Good deal, good deal. All right, let's switch over here. See how this big quad track handles things. See what kind of a mess I can make. Oh, now here we go. I've got gears again. Good deal. Oh, look at this thing. This thing works amazing. Pity, appreciate you coming out tonight. Have a good one, man. Tech, I'll have to say that map is huge. It is huge. Does the blade have a speed limit? I'm not sure. I'm pushing it 9, which seems really fast to me, but I love how trucks out here in this like mini wheel loader pushing on the piles around. I suppose it works really good when the semis come in and you just need to get that pile out of the way real quick. I love this quad track though. This thing's working great. Yeah. Cam coming in. We are getting full back here, so like the pile is starting to stack up, which is really cool to see. Although, like, this is a great tell of how little silage compared to the capacity we've gotten here, is that part's full back there. The rest of this, not so much. So we are not even, what, 1% of the way down the capacity of this thing yet, probably? My goodness. Nathaniel, the community multiplayer server is up all of the time. It's up 24/7. So if you ever want to join in, it's here and available. And I do tend to, well, at least now that I'm streaming again, hopefully, try and stream on the community server once a week is my plan. So if things go well, Tuesday nights are usually when I jump on and stream on the community server. On Thursdays, I've also been streaming. We have been streaming. I usually like to try some new mod or new map that I haven't played before on Thursday nights. So I did that the last few times. Checked out some new maps and stuff. That was really fun. But we may also start mixing things up. I've been talking to some people about maybe doing like a multiplayer convoy on American Truck Simulator or something, just as a one-off change of pace. You know, I don't think I'm going to start doing ATS videos all the time on the channel, but I thought it might be fun to go do a convoy with some people, multiplayer, for something new to do one night. So I'm thinking about doing that at some point soon. But other than that, I don't know. I haven't really, I don't tend to put a lot of thought into what I'm going to be streaming. It's usually a kind of an ad hoc thing where we just kind of figure it out the day of. The Edgewater multiplayer server is coming. I've started setting that up in the members area, so we will be running an Edgewater server here soon. You need to lift the blade before you go backwards, otherwise you're dragging chaff back to start and pushing it all over again. Interesting. I guess I didn't realize that it would actually drag chaff when you're going the other way. Let's... Yeah, these things like float down. It's really weird. I'm actually kind of amazed with these semis coming in so fast that the three of us are keeping up with the compaction so well. When we started, we had 5 million liters of silage in here, and it was only 50% compacted. Yeah, Permas, that's the plan, was to start out with a staff convoy the first time, because we could get together and sort it out ahead of time. And if it goes well, we could keep trying, or we could expand that to more people. Okay, that's a door. That's a steering wheel. Nice, I can adjust my steering wheel. That's my seat. Sweet. Alright, so this is up and down on this thing, which doesn't stay. There's like some kind of a float setting for these blades. I don't know what it is, but it does not want to stay up in the air. ATS convoys are always entertaining. Better have my crash counter ready. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the main reason why I want to do it is, so farm sim, for the most part, I try to play realistically, you know, within reason, reasonably realistic, I would say, most of the time. That's what I've built my channel around. ATS, yeah, I might try to play realistically just to mix it up. But I'm more of I'm driving 60, 70 miles an hour down the freeway and in town. Stoplights are suggestions. Like, I take it as a personal mission to get my load to where it needs to go as fast as humanly possible. And that usually means that I end up with some very high repair bills. Yeah, Graham, I'm pretty sure I've attached and detached a few times on this thing, and it'll work for a few minutes here, and then it'll start drifting again. I don't know what's going on with the silage blades. ATS AI are not realistic. Yeah, the AI drivers are definitely insane in ATS. And it's raining. Joy. We're getting rained out, folks. Actually, would rain even really affect forage harvesting? I guess if you're chopping and it started to get too sticky, that could slow you down. Keep it down. FS physics doesn't drag back chaff, just helps level it. Yeah, that's probably true. Alright. Nope, it's working. Nope, it's not. What crop is my favorite in FS? Corn, definitely. Yeah, it clogs the chopper up when it's too wet. Exactly, Drew. Chaff will stick to the blade as well. Exactly. Yeah. So, in real life, you probably wouldn't want to keep going out here. In fact, why don't I turn my F1 menu back on? Yeah, we don't even really need to still be out here. I'm just pushing stuff to the back of the pile because we've got trucks still coming in. Corn jokes are too corny. Well, the pile's actually a little bit higher here in the middle. I didn't notice that. It's slowly stacking up, folks. So we are coming up on 11 o'clock here, and we've gotten to 12.5 million liters of silage here. That's pretty awesome. See, look at this. Swamp Fox is a pro. He's got this nice, gentle pile going. Oh, wait. It just hadn't loaded in. Simulation Station off to bed. Happy to catch the stream for a bit. Hey, man. I always love seeing you in the stream. Hope you have a good one. Server saving. Everybody's locked up. Your pile is shaped oddly. Tabletop at the end. Sheer drop off in half levels. Love it. Yeah, it's farm sim physics for you, man. And bad driving on my part, too. So. I love how the server can't keep up, so you keep seeing the piles just appear out of nowhere in front of my blade. We got Trek pushing our pile over for us here. Have a good one, Ty. Appreciate you coming and hanging out, keeping the chat lively tonight. Bamba, what tractor mod is this? I believe this is Carl Farms' Case Quad Track with 1,000,001 awesome options in it. In fact, can I can rotate my seat here, which is kind of cool looking. So if I was doing this realistically, I'd have my seat half rotated like this to make it easier to look out the back window as I'm pushing silage here. Pushing chaff, I guess. Man, it's bouncy in here, though. Everything's vibrating. Tyler, appreciate hanging out. Have a good one, man. Caden, just want to let me know that you and Simulation Station are my favorite FS players, YouTubers. Appreciate it, man. Oh no, I hit the tab key. Oh, we've got so much equipment now. Oh, I was up there too. Like, I'm just trying to find a piece of equipment somewhere nearby. Oh, here's the pickup, I guess. I'm the one that left it out in the middle of the truck. I can be the one that brings it back to the yard. get it run back up here under the canopy of this shed so that we don't wreck all these poor cardboard boxes full of silage additive. Let's go, truck, let's go. All right. Perfect. Now I just left my tractor out here in the middle of the silage pit because I accidentally tabbed out of it. I have to say a huge kudos to all the other guys here working on all of this stuff on stream tonight. We've had a huge crew out here just keeping stuff moving all night long. Got Trek, we've got Sandman. I'm going to call him A-Man D because that sounds cool. Oh man, Trek's in 2 places at once. He's slow running over here, and then he's driving a vehicle. He's got skills. And then out in the fields, I know we've got K-State's been keeping things managed. Pity was on a little bit earlier. We've got Van out there somewhere. Cam, Trek. I already said Trek. Swamp Fox, yeah. We've had quite a few peeps on the server tonight. It's been a blast. Space Invader, have a good one. Catch you later, sir. We usually wrap things up here around 11 o'clock. It's getting close, and I do have to be up early to get some kids on the bus. But I do want to also get out of the tractor here and take a quick fly around on this field and take stock of just how much of this we got done tonight. So we're at, we hit it, 13 million liters of chat in here, so that's pretty good. And I don't want to leave this in the way, so I'm going to drive it out to the end here. And we'll jump out and take a look at this field. It looks like maybe we got a quarter of the way through this 500 acres. Let's see. And because I'm so bad at self-promotion, I will drop a friendly reminder to everybody watching the stream. If you've enjoyed tonight's stream, hit that like button. It helps me out a lot. And if you haven't subscribed, I am putting out daily farm sim content these days. It's been quite interesting to try and keep up with daily content, but we've been doing it. I'm trying to, I'm going to just turn on fast running. Here we go. Now I can get out here. So yeah, we're running UMRV episodes on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We're running Edgewater, Saskatchewan videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then on Saturdays, I've been trying to start putting out tutorial videos. And on Sundays, we've got a multiplayer series that I've been doing with our staff team. So K-State says, find the Easter egg. Now I'm curious. Do I have to fly way up here to see it? We better go out and check on the other combine here, or the other chopper, I should say. I do not see any Easter eggs. But out here we've got K-State and Swamp Fox going to town. We're definitely doing good. We didn't quite make it 25%, maybe 25% of this field. Hang on, let me pull it up here. Oh yeah, now it updated. That's a good 25%, maybe even 30% of this field. So not bad at all. And yeah, it's looking good. I half expected somebody to drive around in the corn stubble here and write something out, but I haven't seen it yet. By the barns. All right, let's go see. There's apparently a surprise over here by the barns for us. Let's go, let's go. We've got some flowers painted here. I wouldn't have even noticed unless I was flying. I would have totally put that in the screenshot for the thumbnail. Oh, that's awesome. All right, hang on here, folks. Let me grab this. This is awesome. This is going on the Discord server. Yeah, I was on earlier and I was on flight mode, and I came in on the other side and just stood over there and took my screenshot. This is epic. All right. Well, that'll probably be the screenshot for when we come in and have to redo all these bales later, or at least the cotton bales that we're missing. Good times, good times. Well, with that, folks, it is 11 p.m., and I'm going to wrap things up tonight. I see Dirt Bikes and More finally got into the stream. Awesome, dude. Glad to see that you're able to join up after solving your problems. And we'll be back on Thursday with another live stream. I'm not sure what we're going to do on Thursday just yet. So we've got a few things, a few options like we were talking about. Maybe ATS. ATS might be a fun diversion for a one-off stream. We'll see how it goes. But stay tuned tomorrow for some fun on UMRV. I think I'm actually chopping hay on UMRV tomorrow. And then, yeah, we'll talk to you guys on Thursday. That's all for today. Kedrick, out. I don't know where the button is to turn off the stream. We're here all night.